Alright guys, let's look at Fissure of Oblivion and see how this is done. To start off with, I'm just going to use the Avatar Fire for basically the entire run. What you want to do is try to avoid mobs the best you can that don't have points. So like those guys right there, they don't have points, I'm going to skip them. And you want to go for the recuperating Karma guys. Skip the Indratu, just get the Karma. So I'm going to grab that one, I'm going to grab this one. I'm using the third skill because it's basically a long range skill to grab, and I'm just gonna drag them all together to the point mobs. And then here I'm just gonna use the AoEs the best I can, targeting the point mobs. And as you can see, those Bakarma guys that we were grabbing earlier, they turn to these captains that are worth a lot of points when they die. So it's a pretty straightforward and easy instance to run. Just run through and basically just only grab mobs that give you points. Here you'll see there's a big group. So I'm gonna try to grab all these guys and pull them together. And again, here's another group of points, so I'm gonna grab them. There's only one guy that's worth points, so I'm gonna stay on the outer edge, not to aggro the rest. Get him from afar, come up here, and now I will start fighting all the mobs up here. Oh, it looks like those guys got pulled over there, so I'm gonna have to go back and get them all. I better run over here before these mobs get killed by these guys. Now for this instance, you'll see that there are other elements you can turn into, but realistically, if you have decent gear like full sovereigns, you won't have to transform to the other ones. You won't have to worry about the type of mobs. Like you see that they have different types. This one's special. This one's mage, which mage is the one that's weak against fire. They all have different weaknesses, but you really don't have to worry about that if you're decently geared. You can just stay the fire form the whole way through. Definitely not a hard instance, it's just a little time consuming. Now in this instance, there's basically two ways to run it. You can run it to get S mode to get the rewards, which I think are kind of worth it with the rewards they have, or you can run it for XP. If you're running for XP, you're going to want to kill these fatties and all the mobs in here. Those fatties give a lot of XP, but if you take the time to kill even one of them, there's a good chance that you will not get S rank in here. So just kind of have to choose what your goal is and what you're doing this for. Then down here we're just gonna glide down, get these mobs real quick. They died real fast because they were the mage mobs. They are weak to fire, thankfully. Then to get back up, you just hit this little wind stream. It doesn't always poof you high enough to make this ledge, so it might take a couple tries. That's probably the hardest part of the whole instance. That's how much this instance has been nerfed over the years. See, here's one of the Karma guys, so we need him for the points. So I'm gonna run out, grab him, drag him over here with all these guys. here's a bunch of mobs, and only a couple of them have points, so I'm gonna try to just pull the point mob. Hope I targeted the right one. That's in draw 2, so we can skip him. Oh, this dragon just automatically appears. There's not a mob here you have to kill, so that makes it a little easier. I missed the elevator, so I'm gonna run back and see if there's any more point mobs, and there is. It's kind of blending there.
That's the wrong target.
I'm actually gonna skip that one and see if I have enough points. Just gotta do a little drive-by on these guys and drag them over here, because here's another dragon.
You're too far away.
It's kind of just spam clicking there, so I was out of range to hit anything. So the second skill is at AoE, if you haven't noticed already. The fourth skill is AoE Fear. The first skill makes you charge at your opponents. Takes you to them real quick. The third one is your range DPS skill. So like here, there's the range. Here's the AoE that you can spam. This is the charge skill. There's the range one again. Here's the AoE Fear, which instantly killed those guys. See? And we're already at S rank, so I guess you can skip a few mobs. You don't have to get all the points, just make sure you get those resting the karma guys. Those are the big ones. And then the boss is pretty straightforward. He's got to transform twice, I believe. And you should be able to just face tank him as fire form.
Gleaming dirk, bring my foe into oblivion.
See, he has a type 2. He's assassin. Technically for assassin, I believe you're supposed to use earth type, but as you can see, as fire type, this is going pretty fast. Additional strike and the AoE strike ruins do work in here, so they help a lot. This is pretty self-explanatory. Make sure you have your effects on. You'll see he does AoEs. Just stay out of the AoEs. You can stay on him for the whole fight.
Cannot outwit me.
So here's his second transform he's gonna do. Every time he's at 50%.
I shall reveal the secret.
Oh, look at that, it's Mage. So he's gonna die real fast. Now, it used to be you had to kill this mob. Yep. It looks like he was gonna cast Reflect. So if it's the Mage one, make sure you kill whatever one is glowing. Alright, he will cast Reflect. But the other stages they transform, the other types, you should not have to worry about. They're all basically just AoEs or stuns that are pretty basic and boring. If you guys have any other tips on how to run through this even faster, let me know. Leave a comment down below. But as you can see, we got our S rank, so we get 5 of these pouches, and they have pretty good rewards in them. So there's a Milkino there, refining stones, which are always nice, some XP charms. But that's basically it for Fissure of Oblivion. You can run it once a day on all your tunes. Unfortunately, none of the prizes can be transferred through your account warehouse, besides the Kina, obviously. but it's worth running at least on your main to get some more refining stones and other materials. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If you have tips to share with the community, if there's something else you want to walk through on, let me know. See you guys next time.